What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and we are talking about, well, my favorite type of in Yu-Gi-Oh! No, not the spellcasters, the birds. We have a new bird archetype, and it's crazy because every time you look up, it's bird this, bird that. New birds here. Winged beast support here. It's been a year of lay bird. That is the 2020 in Yu-Gi-Oh has become the 2021 in the year of Yu-Gi-Oh has become the year of the birds. That is literally what this is. So the new bird archetype is called the Flunderezze. This is a combination of flunder, which are a type of bird, and I believe this is a picture of them actually in the weird gift that organization has up here. And then there is, I know there's a bird that is this. Don't quote me on that being the flunder. But freeze in the terms itself is just short for breeze, and breeze meaning wind. So that's a nice, cool conjunction that the OCG is coming with. I don't know what the TCG is going to call this. Probably something just stupid because it's Konami TCG. Did they ever get any names right? No. So I'm not expecting it to be cute. I'm not expecting. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because they at least kept Tri Brigade. Tri Brigade. They just changed everybody else's name. Like the Omnis Omen was really that. Anyway, so let's talk about these birdies. First off, we have Flunderezze, the X Impin. So I guess, okay, that is an Emperor Penguin, actually. Those are penguins overall. So we're going to see a lot of bird references. Oh boy. This is a level 10 Winged Beast effect monster with 2700 attack and 1000 defense. So I guess the gimmick here is tribute summon, because I see a lot of tribute summoning written in this. If this card is tribute summon, you can add one Flunderezze or electronic card from your deck to your hand, and then immediately after its effect resolves, you can normal summon one monster. When this tribute summon monster is on the field, your opponent's special summon monster's attack positions cannot activate their effects. If this card battles an opponent's monster during their speculation, you can banish one card from your hand. That opponent's monster's current attack and defense become half until the end of the turn. Oh wow. Okay. And I believe this is going to be one of the list of the handful of level 10 Winged Beast monsters in the main deck. So get ready for that. Next up is the second one next to this, because I'll look this up in a minute. This is Flunderezze X Snow. Snows are birds as well. I believe it's the cute little birdie right there standing on the grass. Over there in the winter. This is a very cold bird. Is that the nose right here? Snows right here? Maybe? I don't know. It's cute. Bird, just look at the cuteness. Anyway, it's another level 10 Winged Beast monster. This one is water, I guess due to the snow. And it has 2900 attack, 800 defense. Once a turn, if you tribute summon if you control this tribute summon card, you can activate this effect. You can conduct 3 normal summons or sets this turn, not just one. Oh wow, busted. Um, while this tribute summon monster is on the field, if your monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. Okay. Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, you can banish one card from your hand, change all opponent's special summon monsters to face down defense position. So it's a Book of Moon. So a Book of Moon, a Piercer, and allows you to conduct 3 normal summons. That's broken. Jesus Christ, they gave this to a Winged Beast monster? Alright, let's move on. We got Flunderezze X Rabina. Rabina meaning robins. Rabina. Oh, that's pretty cute. As a level 1 water attributed Winged Beast type monster, 600 attack and 1200 defense. You only this card's first and third effect once per turn each. Also, you can't special summon the turn you activate either of these effects. Oh, ooh, okay. Big drawback to the lower level monsters. If this card is normal summon, you can add one level 4 or lower Winged Beast monster from your deck to your hand. Then immediately after this card's effect resolves, you can normal summon one Winged Beast monster. If this face up card leaves the field, banish it. If a Winged Beast monster is normal summoned to your side of the field while this card is banished, you can add this card to your hand. Okay, so it has a recovery when it banishes itself. It's able to add a lower level Winged Beast monster from your deck to your hand. But you can't normal. Ooh, wow, you can't special summon after you use either of its effects. You're gonna want to use either of these effects too. Next up is Flunderezze X Eaglein. Of course, that is an eagle, and I do believe this is an American city behind it. Which one we don't know, but we're just gonna go from there. It's a level 1 wind winged beast type monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense. You only use this card's first and third effect once per turn each. And also, you cannot know. Oh, you cannot summon the turn you activate either of these effects. Okay, is it the same thing? If this card is normal summon, you can add one level 7 or higher Winged Beast monster from your deck to your hand. Then immediately after this card's effect resolves, you can normal summon one Winged Beast monster. If this face up card leaves the field, banish it. If a Winged Beast monster is normal summoned to your side of the field while this card is um, banished, you can add this card to your hand. Okay. So, yeah, this, for the clause of the fact that you can't search for something after using these effects, you get the ability to search for a level 7 or higher Winged Beast monster to add to your hand and get an additional normal summon of a Winged Beast. Then on top of that, it's able to retrieve itself. Oh, this smells some work all over it. That is really good for some work. Um, Indirect support too. Flunderezze X Searcher. No, uh, Streech. Okay, so it's ostrich. Okay, so Flunderezze Streech. Stretch. It's a level 1 winged. It's a level 1 water attribute winged beast monster with 700 attack, 1100 defense. Same clause as the other two. When you use this first or third effect, you can't special summon the turn you activate this effect, and you can use each of those effects once per turn each. When this card is normal summon, you can target one card on either player's graveyard and banish it, and after this effect resolves, you can normal summon one winged beast monster. When it leaves the field, banish it. When it beats its normal summon, you can add this card that's banished to your hand. We have Flunderezze X Toucan. You can. It's a level 1 Winged Beast type monster, 500 attack and 1300 defense. Same class as the other two. When this card is normal summon, you can target one of your banished Flunderezze cards and add it to your hand, and immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon one Winged Beast type monster. The second and third effect are the same as the others. So, it's okay. Cute artwork though. This is a toucan, as we all know. It's really cute artwork. This gives me the face of the Pokemon from Generation um 7 from Sun and Moon. The Toucandin, Toucandin. I forget what it is. It's the one with the toucan. I do remember that. And it's the final evolution. It's really cute little bird starting off too. But yeah, let's go on to the field. This field spell. Oh, they have field spell. Flunderezze in the mysterious map. You can only activate the first and third effect of this card's name once per turn each. So your main phase, you can reveal one level 1 Flunderezze monster from your hand, and if you do, banish one Flunderezze card with a different name from your deck. Then immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon the revealed monster. If your opponent normal summons a monster, you can immediately, after this card's effect resolves, normal summon one Flunderezze monster. Oh, okay. So you can get to do some normal summons on your opponent's turn. We have the continuous spell, Flunderezze in the unknown winds. What is the Japanese name? Flunderezze to Michi no Kaze. Oh, it's cute. As a continuous spell card, its effect is that you don't use a second effect once per turn. Um, when you conduct a tribute summon that requires 2 tributes by sending one monster you control and one card your opponent controls to the graveyard instead of tributing, this is still treated as a tribute summon. During your main phase, you can reveal up to two winged beast monsters in your hand, then place them to the bottom of your deck in any order. Then draw the same number of cards. Next is that's actually really cool. I believe some of the Flunderezze monsters are in this artwork as well. Probably the Flunderezze themselves. We have the trap cards. We have Flunderezze in the City of Dreams. Oh, that's really cool. None in the LCG as Flunderezze to Yami no Machi. It's a normal trap. You can only activate the second card of this second effect of this card's name once per turn. During the main phase, I mean after this card's effect resolves. Normal summon one level 4 or lower winged beast monster. If you tribute summon a level 7 or higher monster while this card's in the graveyard, you manage this card. Change all monsters your opponent controls to face out this. So it's another giant Book of Moon. So there's a monster that's going to have it, and there's a trap card that's going to have it. And then you get a normal summon of a low 4 lower monster. Okay. And then we have a trap card for them. Flunderezze in the Scary Sea. Flunderezze to Kawa Yumi? Oh, Umi, sorry. Kawa Umi. Counter trap. You can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. If you control a face up tribute summon monster and no special summon monsters, and your opponent will special summon a monster or monsters, your opponent cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn, but they can conduct 3 normal summoner sets this turn, not just one. Also negate the summon, and if you do, return that monster to the hand. So, a lot of tribute summons here, and the fact that this will give your opponent a tribute summon in exchange, but can't special summon for the rest of the turn. So basically, you're moving the effects of your low level winged beast onto your opponent, but they get 3 normal summons, so they better choose something wisely. Just an overall look to this archetype. Tons of winged beast, tons of really good setup. This is not going to be your traditional winged beast deck. This is not going to be your traditional, play around with the extra deck winged beast deck either. Because a lot of the lower level monsters are going to say, if you're trying to use my abilities, you can't special summon for the rest of the turn. Which I think is fine. I honestly think it'll be okay. Because there are... I'm going to point this out because this is going to be an archetype that is going to be mixed with this. I'm looking at some more cards right now. I'm looking at a lot of the cards for some more. And I am looking at a ton of ideas that can be beneficial for this archetype because they're all winged beast. They're all tribute summon or have tribute summon setups to them. There's a lot of tribute summoning setup with this archetype. Not just for Samork. There's also a Monarch named Ryza that can definitely take advantage of this. You have a lot of just overall, like you can even play Miss Valley in this as well, because some Avian stuff going on. Like, if you really devoted a good amount of setup to this, you could get a really good tribute summon deck working for just winged beast monsters. Wind, especially, because Wind does contain the most winged beast monsters in the archetype. I mean, the game at this current point. Like, if I'm looking at it right now. Wind has 149. Dark has 97. Earth only has 5. Water, excluding the ones that are in this, only has 9. And this does include like extra stuff. Fire with 19. Light with 14. And dark. I said dark already. So yeah, wind, water, fire, earth. Yeah, wind has the most. And that's just because, winged beast, wind. So yeah, this is crazy how good it is in terms of them focusing on tribute summons. You're going to be locked into it, which is fine, but I think at a point, take advantage of what is given to you, because at that point, you can easily take advantage of a lot of the tribute summon stuff that Monarchs have. You can use Stormforth, you can use Soul Exchange, if you want to play around with that. Um, you can definitely use some work. You can use a lot of some work support actually. Because I mean, just looking at some work overall, you have some more field spell, Iborez. You have the fact that a lot of these cards can say tribute, you know, me for just winged beast, but tribute me for the addition of other cards. You can take advantage of the little guys. You can take Bird of Beginnings, Bird of Bringings, and get a lot of that going. Even setting up for a lot of the some work support itself. Even so, what you're gonna get two winged beasts with a different attribute? Oh, you can't get some work. I'm gonna get some more cards. That sucks because if you could get two winged beasts with a different attribute, that'd be great. But yeah, you can definitely take advantage of some more repulsion and get a giant Trinate going. You can use Harpie's Featherstorm because there are a couple of winged beast wind monsters as well. Um, just to take advantage of the fact that it's going to be a nice negation. I'm coming up with a lot of these ideas off the top of my head because this is honestly one thing you can definitely play on is that they're winged beast monsters. The fact that there's also some that are still winged beasts. They have a great field. They have an okay field spell. I'm not gonna say it's bad because I feel like its secondary effect is the effect that's gonna like its first and secondary effect really are just archetype exclusive. Like we're gonna focus on the freeze monsters, and even so, at that point, the fact that you have a way to search for other freeze you have a way to play around with your deck itself and thin it out. It's gonna be a great addition to it. I'm looking at this continuous spell. I'm looking at freeze and the unknown winds, and I'm loving this last effect. This is a great hand correction effect. Just for the fact that it can take winged monsters in your hand and then it can simply add them back into the bottom of the deck, and you draw cards based off of what you send back. Um, I'm thinking, then Harpies could use it. But the first effect is kind of just one noted. It's like you have to, it's more so focused on tributing. But I don't mind the secondary effect because it's more so of hand correction than anything. Even with this in a lot of Winged Beast decks, if you honestly think about it, if you wanted to really just, mess around with your hand correction and then trying to figure out what things you need to do off of it. I'm glad there's no such summon clause on this field spell. I'm going to continue spell because that would be pretty nasty to have to deal with. In terms of the trap cards, I feel like I feel like the second one is more efficient, but the only big draw is that you're going to give your opponent normal summons. But the thing about it is that they can't special summon the turn you give them those additional stuff. Or the fact that you're going to negate their special summon and then send the monster back to the hand. So, yeah, I mean, that's a really good bad draw. The normal trap is pretty meh. If you honestly ask me, a Book of Moon and then a search. I know an immediate special summon. I mean normal summon. Most of these guys already do it on their own. So yeah. The Winged Beast level ones really good. They do lock you out of special summon, but that's fine. It's whatever because you got a monster that can banish from the grave to give you a normal summon of a Winged Beast. You have a Winged Beast that gives you the ability to add support cards back to your hand to give you additional normal summon of a winged beast. Then you have, E-Gillen that gives you the search for a level 7 or higher winged beast monster, then gives you an additional normal summon of a winged beast monster. You play around with a Boris with a lot of these, by the way. You got the ability of Rabina that can search for a level 4 lower winged beast monster and add it to your hand, and then give you that additional normal summon. So you're gonna be making up for a lot of things here with your lower levels, and then you get to play around with your higher levels. If the restriction of special summoning wasn't a thing, like you could drop some orc. I think you can honestly still play a lot of extra deck and still play off of this as well. So don't give up on your extra deck. And if you do want to just play around with multiple copies of stuff, like getting a couple of Harpie Conductors, some orcs, stuff like that, go for it. And even then, at that point, drop us a pot of pot of prosperities, pot of extravagance, if you have to, just so that you have some draw power. In addition to the draw power that I give you for it being once per turn. And even then, at that point, when I know the restrictions of draw power can be a thing, but just any additional search would be great as well, since this deck does a lot of searching on its own. Play around with some more support cards, get Flunderezze going, drop Big Birds, drop Avians, drop Ryza, and you're really good to go with this. So Ryza, play some of the Monarch support. Storm Forth, Soul Exchange. I think there's a couple of really good support cards for Rise for the Monarchs. And even I think, what is it, Eruption of the Monarchs? Play that in conjunction, the tribute summon, and then bam, drop a big monster on the board. I don't think any of them can be searched by these Monarch setup. I want to say, yeah, only 100 less than Mega Ryza. Because I'm looking at Mega Ryza now, and I'm just like, ooh, if you were only 100 more, you would have been a great way to search. No, yeah, 100 more. If you were 100 more in attack, I would have even suggested running Rise of the Monarch. Is that Rise of the Monarch? Yeah, Return of the Monarch, I'm sorry. So that you can add Ryza to your hand. So, yeah, there's so many things you can do in terms of like tributing and playing around with Winged Beast support. I definitely would recommend this just because I play tons of Winged Beasts. It's just the deck formation is going to be the thing that you're going to have to do. So I'm pretty sure this is going to take a minute to get onto EDO Pro if it's not already there being tested for the beta. And then on top of that, yeah, that's where the fun begins. So I'll at least have another new deck to play around with in June. So let me know what you guys think of the Flunderezze archetype. Do you like what it's setting up for? Do you think it will? I don't know if it'll do anything in terms of the current meta, but um, as a casual deck, what do you think about it? Do you think you'll have some fun with it? Do you think you'll play around with some combos and stuff? Let me know all of that in the comment section below. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can also hit the notification bell so you guys can be informed of when I do upload more content. Description box below features a ton of social media links so you guys can interact with me there. And I will catch you guys. Oh, and then Patreon's there too. But I'll catch you guys next time. And HJ signing out. Take care.